thank you for supporting this event. We really appreciate it. Any other things that anyone can think of? So I guess I will introduce Judy. So, are you ready, Judy?
Absolutely.
Okay. So this is a Halloween treat. Since we have 1 week to Halloween, we figured we probably would be better doing it tonight as opposed to actually on Halloween. And Judy Kay is a famous psychic medium and spiritual reader. She's offering a program called Communicate the Other Side. And she's going to give a short lecture about her experiences as a psychic medium. And she was born with second sight since her birth. And she's going to do a Q&A session. And then she's going to bring forth messages to the audience from members of your family, deceased loved ones, spiritual guides, angelic beings.
I'll leave that on the side if you need it.
We ask you to just buckle your seatbelt. If you don't have your seatbelt on, or you may want to take your seatbelt off, you know. Whatever works for you.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And Judy, we're grateful to have you here. She has appeared on various TV and radio shows, including American Builder, TV show where she featured doing a haunting investigation and house clearing. She has a website called judykay.net. Her phone number is on there, all of her contact information. And we appreciate you showing up today. And so let's give it up for Judy Kay.
The weather was good today, there was no rain. And the last time I was here, I know Loretta, we've known each other, 8 years, I guess?
Check thumbs up.
Yeah, and the last time I was here, and she confirmed it, it was in August. And I was doing readings over there in that corner for the anniversary. And I had a hard time getting here. I was so used to doing my readings and getting into my meditative state at home or wherever I was working. And I thought, oh, I got to drive all the way this far. I'm going to save time. I'm going to meditate while I'm driving. So, because I figured out, instead of getting there, I got to slam in, and now I'm on the Schuylkill Expressway and bumper traffic. Well, I picked up this deceased guy on the Schuylkill Expressway who wanted to play with the radio. Then he was playing with the GPS. And it took, I was lost for 45 minutes. And I'd been here twice, all around this area, stopping for directions, because the GPS wasn't going to get me here. And that's when I learned a major lesson: do not meditate and drive. But anyway, so moving right along tonight. I had met Amy a few weeks ago at an expo. And when I was giving my lecture there, I always wait until Spirit tells me what they want me to speak about. Sometimes it's for 1 or 2 people in the audience, and sometimes it's for more than that. But what I do is whatever subject matter they push upon me, that's where I go. I will be doing gallery messages, but later, okay? So don't panic, I'm doing that. Before I start the lecture part and explanation about me, this is something that amazed me about 10 years ago. Well, maybe not 10, but if you have a cell phone picture of anyone, living or deceased, you want to know anything about, I'm lightning bolt fast. Lightning bolt. I can do it the old-fashioned way, because I had this since I was born. Well, I didn't do it exactly then. I had to wait till I got older to do what I was doing. But I call that my dial-up internet. now, because it's like slow. Remember AOL, you had to wait to get on? Well now, so when we come to the part where I'm start giving messages, you don't have to have a picture. I'm going to let them come through the old-fashioned way. But if you have a picture, and I said living or dead, I'm not prejudiced. I do living and dead people, either one. You show me the picture and we'll hit right on. And because we're such a small group tonight, I should easily be getting a message for everyone here. Okay? Because what I think we have about 30 people maybe? Yeah, okay. So we're good. All right, now, I was born with this gift. It is hereditary, but I call it a God-given gift. Now, it is a hereditary gift, but people inherit it in different percentages in different ways. Now, I could tell, and not just because I'm at the Metaphysical Society here, I saw a lot of people with all kinds of gifts going on in here. A lot of gifts, a lot of gifts, a lot of gifts. But what I was told I was supposed to speak on tonight, which I'm jumping the gun because they're pushing me instead of talking about the other things I wanted to say first, and I'll let them push me. If you have a gift, you're supposed to run with it. Don't sit and think about it. Do not ponder upon it. You're supposed to sit and run with it. And they keep pushing me and pushing me and pushing me, and I'll probably repeat that a few more times. Because they have a way of letting me know when I've said things exactly they want for me to say it, and they give me the chills, and the chills go from top to bottom, top to bottom. Not like a bottom to top chill. Their confirmation to me is I'm right on point, it's top to bottom. When I get something wrong, they let me know that too. It's not as nice. They do this to me, and it's only in this ear. This is what I hear. Like say I'm doing a reading, a private reading on somebody. Say I misunderstood what they said, I hear this. Because I'm sure all you're aware, the other side's on a higher vibration. So now they're so mad that they're not coming down to my vibration. They're just letting me have it. So I always make sure I ask them like 3 times, are you sure? Okay. But that's what we're supposed to do, is if you have a gift, you're supposed to take that ball and run with it. Here's an example. My gift was very strong in the family. The other person that had the gift as strong as I have it was my great Aunt Catherine. She was scary good. And sometimes I'll be at an expo and I'll be walking to the ladies' room and I'll hear 2 young girls going, well, I don't know who to go to. Who do you want to go to for a reading? I don't know. Oh, I hear she's scary good. I think I'm scary good because I'm not just unicorns and glitter. They do tell me, you know, the sad things and the bad things and things like that. But that's what it was, my Aunt Catherine. I had the gift. One of my first jobs when I graduated from Camden Catholic High School back in the 70s. If anyone's familiar with Polly's Tea Room on 13th and Locust in Philadelphia. Oh. Yeah, Polly's Tea Room. And that was there for decades.
It was great.
It was. My mother, the deal was with my family, when you wound up in 8th grade, you went there for your reading. And it was only open during lunch for ladies lunch basically, but they had tea leaf readers, regular card readers, tarot card readers. I got hired for that job.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm 62. But I'm glad I am, because I'm glad that happened to me, because Polly's Tea Room, it's probably not on the internet anything about it, but it was a fantastic spot. They had very good readers there. I got hired there right out of high school. And after a couple of weeks, I quit because I didn't want to hear old people's problems. So I went back to what I learned. I had a dance education, and I opened up at my dancing school, and I wound up teaching over 100 kids a week. I taught ballet, tap, and jazz, and point, and everything like that. My mother had sent me to dance school in Philadelphia and New York, besides locally. And that's what I went to. But guess what? God wasn't done with me. So what does he do after a while? Here comes the arthritis and stuff. He will slam that door shut, nail it shut, and do whatever he's got to do to make sure you do what you have to do. Now, I'd always been doing readings off and on, but when you have a dancing school teaching little Susie a pirouette, Her mommy's going to drag her out of your dancing school with her tutu and tap shoes on if she finds out you can talk to her dead aunt. And you know what? We performed in Disney World and everything, my dancers. But I'm not as happy ever in my life as I've been since I did this full time. Sometimes people say to me, do you miss the dancing school? I did for a while, but now I don't. Because this is what I'm supposed to do. And you have got to follow it. I know this is a metaphysical church, and I do believe in all religions. I think we're all going to be holding hands singing Kumbaya. But what I have to remember here is, and you have to have patience with me, I go by the religion I was brought up with. Because that's just what I know. I'm not against other religions. I'm not disagreeing. It's probably right. But we're also going to be holding Kumbaya, so I just go by what I know. And to me, sometimes, and this might seem a little strong, I think if God gives you a gift that's a gift to help others and you do not use it, it's almost like a sin. He did all he did to give you what you have to give others. You're supposed to be using it. Does that resonate with anybody in this room? Raise your hand. I think we should all be standing up and going like this. Because even now, for the past few months, I've been pushed to go not in a different direction. I'm still always going to be a reader because that's what I do the best. But I've been pushed to go do this. And I'm fighting it a little bit because I want to stay in my comfort zone. Well, if I keep staying in my comfort zone, what's God going to do to me? So I am studying it a little bit more. You know what? For some reason, I've never told, the only person that knows this is my husband. And I'm going to tell you tonight. And it's supposed to, oh no, they told me not to, maybe later. I'll tell them, all right, quickly. But the Akashic Records.
Yes.
And that's where I'm supposed to be headed. But in a way, as I might be flamboyant, I'm a humble person too. I'm like, oh Lord, that can't be for me. Oh yeah, I'm like, that can't be for me. But he keeps pushing it, I'm doing my study. I actually already connected with him once. How many here have been to Lilydale? Isn't it wonderful? Don't we want to go back there like tomorrow? If you have any time, go to Lilydale. It's the most peaceful place you could go. Peaceful. Very peaceful. And I did a course on the Akashic Records. Damn, I slammed in. I already went up the elevator and everything. But everything is good. Now, I know we have a schedule on when I'm supposed to ask questions and answers, but I'd like to do this now. On what I spoke with now, does anybody have any questions? Where's Lilydale? Oh, okay, there you go. Lilydale is in upstate New York. And what is it, about 8 hours from here, I think? About a good 8 hours. Is that the Allegheny? What forest is that?
I don't know what forest it is. It's not too far from Niagara Falls. And it's what, Pasadena?
Yeah, Pasadena. Yeah, but it's a nice ride. Right, but it's very nice up there. It really is. It's beautiful. Yeah, and you would have to stay over. They have lodgings there, but you can also stay at other hotels. But it's a beautiful place, very peaceful. They actually give free healing sessions twice a day and free gallery readings twice a day. Yeah, so it's a nice place to visit. Yes?
Connected to the Pasadena community in Florida?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's still there, or there?
No, in Florida there is. I know it's still there because it's funny. In fact, this past weekend, I was doing an expo up in, where was I? I was in I'm someplace every weekend, so I was trying to remember. I was in New Egypt. Oh, I was thinking about you then, because you used to do New Egypt with me, right? Yeah. Okay, and a woman sat down with me. I didn't even start reading her yet. She goes, you're supposed to be in Casadega, Florida. And it was right at that expo, and I still haven't gotten there. But I hear it is. I think some people like the Florida one better, some people like the New York one better. So I can't tell you unless I get to the Florida one. Yes?
I stayed there in Florida.
Did you like it?
Yes, I did. The hotel was really unique. So old and haunted and lots of atmosphere. Of course, the whole town was loaded with sightings. I liked it.
Okay, did it have air conditioning? When you go to Lilydale, first thing you say, does that room have air conditioning? Did it have air conditioning?
I think it did.
Oh, good, yeah. Always check that. That's the only thing you gotta check. Okay, now, what I'm going to do, hold on. I didn't want to start getting messages yet, but they got other lines, so I'm just going to go whatever they tell me. I'm feeling somebody right in this area here is looking to change total directions, doing something, or it's like some sort of move. Total direction changing. Hold on. I thought I was going back there, but I'm going to stop with you.
Well, I just recently retired.
Oh, hold on.
I just recently retired. I'm looking for direction in my life purpose.
Oh, really? The other side's never wrong. That sometimes can be an irritant. But no, that's very good. Okay, that means that they want to talk. Oh, yeah, they got something they want to say to you about that. Are you okay being recorded about private stuff? Okay. If it gets really bad, I do a sidebar, by the way. I've done that even at gallery home parties. All right, but I don't think this is a rough crowd. Can you hold that, please? Sometimes I have to go to the other side if you. I was like, no, you just sit there. I got it. You know, what I keep getting is back here in this area, but I don't think this is a physical problem. What were you doing with your previous job?
I was a mortgage underwriter in the finance industry.
I knew you had to be smart. I can't see math worth a darn. Okay.
I needed a computer and a calculator because I'm terrible at math.
Oh, good. Okay, I feel better now. All right. The whole thing here is another thing that is something that you always need to stimulate the brain. I don't know if, no matter, all right, hold on 1 second. They keep talking to me about the stimulate. So if I were you and you say you're not working, I don't feel a problem. Do not read into what I'm telling you. You would be one of those people that have to constantly do puzzles or stuff.
Well, I like to read. I don't care for puzzles.
No, I know what they're saying. But it doesn't, even if it's connect the words. That if there's something, even though reading is going from your eye to your brain, just like, I remember that with dance, I used to tell the kids they couldn't do a dance step. I said it's because they're not talking. All right, so the thing here is, it has to be, they're telling me it's something that I'm not worried about this with you. That's not going to go. Don't worry about that. I don't want you to read into it. But there's something that has to be that kind of like, it's like a challenge. Reading isn't a challenge. Reading's enjoyable. This is a challenge. So either you're going to have to find a job that's a little bit of a challenge for you, like that. You need that challenge.
Yeah, I already sensed that because I've been getting really bored. So I knew, and I was trying not to go back in the mortgage industry. Plus the fact that the rates are going up and it's kind of disintegrated. So, but yeah, I was trying to stop myself from looking for that.
Okay.
And so.
Yeah. So you don't have to go into mortgage. Don't misunderstand that. I mean, they're not saying you have to go back into that. They're just saying make sure it's like a puzzle or a challenge or something that has to be going. Yeah. Let me see if they say anything else. You have a man standing behind you. I don't really see his face clear, but I see his hands on your shoulders. Comes in a little bit clearer, I can tell you what he looks like. This would be like a father figure or a husband figure because he's like caring for you.
Probably my father.
What's his first name?
Donald.
Hold on. See if I have the connection right here. He's talking about somebody else too, like, oh, did he have a brother that's deceased, or there's another male that's deceased? He didn't have the brother. Was there a brother-in-law? Because he keeps going one over, one over. This would be like an uncle, great uncle. This would be one over.
Well, the whole, my father's generation's all deceased now.
Well, no, yeah, okay.
I can't specifically
Oh,
focus on.
yeah. Just to let you know that he's there, but he keeps going this way. It's a side, which would mean uncle, cousin, brother, could be his brother or uncle, something like that, okay? But he's very adamant to say that, to let you know he's here too. If he tells me anything more, I'll pass him on. Okay? Well. Ooh, okay. I'm going to tell you what I'm pondering about here. All I hear is, stop doing that, it's not for me. Somebody here is supposed to stop doing something, but I don't. I want to go to this side because I just was that side, but I feel pulled over here. Stop doing that. It's not the people in the 12-step program. Oh, I know what else I wanted to say. Well, they're still doing this. I'm going to see what it is later because they're not coming through. I didn't really want to start my gallery now anyway. But when they start, they start. Who here needs a 12-step program for buying cards? Like oracle cards, tarot cards, raise your hand. Only me? Sometimes like, I don't even need these, I still buy them. Okay. Yes. Did you have a question? Oh, I thought you did. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back. Hold on. I'm going to take a second here. Was there a man with this church, people that have been here for a while? And I saw him for a while ago. He stood back, but I just remembered. He wore black a lot, and it's not Gary. Because Gary, you're wearing black tonight, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's blue now. Look black up here.
There's a different Gary.
Huh?
There's a different Gary who was the minister here for 17 years.
Did he wear a lot of black? There's a gentleman here that is wearing black, and he's supposed to be known for wearing black. Who wore black?
He was here for years.
Okay. Who was he?
Gary Cole.
He was the pastor?
Yes.
Yeah, he was standing over here when he's here, but he's not where he was. He was standing over there earlier. Is Gary dead? Oh, it's not Gary. Gary's not dead. But there's a man, and he's wearing black. And it kind of was creepy when I first saw him. I think it's Halloween. I got a dead guy here wearing black. But now he's there. I don't know. He's about this high, and he also had very dark hair. Very dark hair. That's okay if he turned gray later on, but he had very dark hair. Well, we can wait on it. We can find out after the break and everything. But he's just here. If the stop doing it's around here somewhere. Oh. They're going to tell you to stop doing that? No, that's all right. Are you doing something you shouldn't be doing?
I don't think so.
All right. I don't know if it's that. Hold on, let me double check. I really don't think it's that. I'm going to tell you what's happened. Debbie, who's my girlfriend, in fact, how we got to be girlfriends, I taught both of her kids at my dancing school for 11 years. But she was back there saying the rosaries because her nephew she got a message while she was here from her sister. He was paralyzed on one side and they're doing surgery on him tonight. And I don't think they tell you not to do that. But maybe, you know what, oh wait a minute, I just got my confirmation chills. It's that he's going to be okay. So that's why I stopped. Now, I see that's it. He's going to be okay, Debbie. I just got it again. Okay? Yeah, that's it. That was it. Okay. Already done. Alrighty. Does anybody have any pictures? Figuring they got me started on this. Anybody have any pictures they want me to read? Oh, here we go. Okay. Hello. Okay. Oh, wait, I'll be right back. I have to get my glasses. And your name is, pardon me?
Jason.
Hi, Jason. Do you have one that's not a screenshot? All I do, now with the pictures, I don't care how many people are in the picture, but if I can see their eyes, that's when I'm at my best. And the relationship to you is? Okay. She here or there? Oh, you're like me. Okay. Sorry for your loss. So I see Debbie left. She's probably outside getting the rosary beads out. Do you have one without sunglasses on? That's okay, that's all right. I'm going to come a little close to you because I know she is. You know, she runs past you. She's telling me that you see flashes. That's her? Have you been seeing flashes on her?
Yes.
That's definitely her. And she's never slow. She goes fast. She runs. But it's not like, she's not like running from something or anything like that. She just does it because she likes to. I don't know if she was a runner or not, but she's running now. Did she run?
No.
Oh, well, she likes it now.
Sports.
Huh?
Played sports.
Oh, she played sports, so she was at. Okay, all right. No, I got it. Here we go. She does also like to play tricks on you a lot. So, but she's like nonstop. Like after she's done the one trick, she goes right into the next one. She's figuring out what she's going to do. What's some of the good ones you could share?
Tricks? I don't know off the top of my head.
Oh, like she would be like moving things, light blinking, but not too much. She said once I said that, she was like, no, I don't do that. But she just she likes to play with you with different things. Start paying attention, okay? She, very active. She's also talking about a boy. Is anyone expecting, or is there a young child that's a boy? The oldest he could possibly be would be teenager. How old is he? Oh, okay, all right. And his name is? Evan. What should we do?
Evan.
Okay, Evan. Give me a picture of Evan, because I know what she's saying, but I just want to double check. Well, I'm just going to tell you anyway. You don't have to get the picture of Evan up. She's telling me, I feel like Evan is a good kid, correct?
Yes.
She's telling you to watch him. And that's all right, I don't need it. She's telling you to watch him. Does that make any sense to you? I know it makes sense to him.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but he's good. He's still a good kid. The little problem is he's a little bit too smart. You know, I'm not talking about book smart. He just figures stuff out. Make sense?
Yes.
All right. Do you mind if I continue the reading on the phone? Would you like to stop? It's your life. Yeah, do you want to pause it? Okay. What she's warning me about is when Evan gets a little older, to watch for drug use. Okay? He's a good kid. That's why I'm almost arguing with her from what I see, what she's telling me, but I know they see more and they know more. I didn't ask her how she died or anything like that or whatever, because sometimes they don't even like talking about it because they want to talk about now and things they have a chance to talk to you. But is she just being overprotective? Did her death end with something like that or no?
She had a car accident.
Okay, so life can go quickly. I'm so sorry I had to run this. She's telling you just to watch them. I would say about, I'm going to say 15, okay? And you can easily mix this off. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't want you to worry. I think you have a loving daughter, his sister on the other side, who's overprotective, that sees what's going to happen down the line. I don't think it's going to be bad. It's not like you're going to lose him or anything like that. It's just watch him then. Okay? Do you have any questions for her?
No.
How long ago did she pass?
4 months ago.
Mm. Oh, okay, all right, okay. What's your wife's name? Elaine, hold on. Do you have a picture of Elaine real quick? I just work, just makes it, okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know, now that's all right. I already got her. They're doing pretty good. I guess maybe it's because of the full moon tonight, they're rolling it quicker. She's almost blaming herself for this accident.
She said, "How? Why?"
I'm getting the emotion. She's not talking. I'm getting the emotion. Hold on. Okay. I'm feeling almost like a fit of anger with her. Would she fly off the handle? Or just things that build up and then...
She was going to see her. She was going to her tutor, math tutor, and she never made it there.
This is what I feel. Now, I'm sorry this happened to you, but it's a good thing for me to explain to everyone that's here. Sometimes they show me literally videos. Sometimes they see pictures. Sometimes they actually show me the typewritten word. And sometimes they communicate through emotion. What I'm feeling here is she's frustrated. She's kind of like ready to, just mad and frustrated. So I don't know if she was, she's not showing me the accident. Maybe she will as time goes by here. But I'm feeling that's the way she felt behind the wheel, like she's just frustrated. And then this is what she's giving me. Frustrated, then gone. How many vehicles was in this accident?
Just her.
Okay. All right, so it is her, okay, I understand where she thought that it was her fault, she was the only one there. But it was due to her frustration and anger. So I don't know if she's thinking, I don't know, she's not telling me what she's frustrated and angry about. Maybe she wasn't getting there fast enough, you know how kids are, or what have you. Did it. And she shows me the frustration, the anger, and then all of a sudden she shows me the white light, and that's it. Now, what is another good thing for me to be here to explain to you tonight is some people, even though, and she's not going to tell me this, but this is what she wants you to know. What she remembers is being angry and frustrated, and she almost feels like she's like tapping on the steering wheel, okay? That's what I feel like. And then all of a sudden she sees the white light, and that was it. That's what she's telling me. Now, if someone gets in a car accident, and, you know, sometimes they're not deceased right away, and they make it to the hospital and things like that, it's like a rubber band. They go from the other side to back. They go to the other side and go back. Now, that they can actually be on the other side and not be flatlined. You know, no beep. And they go back and forth. So they have no recollection of the ambulance. They have no recollection of any kind of injury or pain. So, and when they do come back, they're still protected because they still don't feel this. Some people get in an accident and they do live through it and they're not on the, like I call it, like some rubber band. And they see everything and they know everything. She was protected. She wants you to know that. Okay? All it was all of a sudden there's just white light. Okay? And it wasn't, just so you know, she says it wasn't like the tunnel like you see in the movies. It was like if all of a sudden this room turned to white light where it is just, that's all you see. You don't see people, you don't see anything. All you see is vast white light. Alrighty? She says, tell Mommy I'm sorry. And that I love her and I love you. Hold on. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. She's taking time to do this. She doesn't want to let go. Okay, I'm sure you don't want to either. And I don't know, I can't really see this too clear, but was there like a blue-green stuffed animal? I don't know what it is. I get the color blue-green. See anything in the room that's that color? No, more green. Yeah, kind of, sort of. All right, I don't know what it is. It might be something, or maybe, sometimes they'll show me stuff that they had as a kid. Something, it's blue-green. All right? And he's going to, don't worry about your son too much. Just get him at that age, and everything will be fine. We all wish, right? Okay, you're welcome. Oh, okay, hold it, gotta get glasses. And your name is, I know we spoke earlier, but God did not give me the gift to remember anybody's name. Sydney. Hi, Sydney.
That's my mom.
Okay. Irene. Oh, sweetheart, it's okay. You know, your mom had a gift, a metaphysical gift. She could, you would get in trouble for stuff you didn't know she knew. Sound right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I can't tag her as my mom. My mom was psychic, but she wasn't that good. My mother had a very good gift, but she was scared of it. Even though her mother had it, her aunt had it, and I had it, she said, Judy, you do it. No. Oh, she talks to you a hell of a lot, sweetie. Yeah. She says she gives you warnings for things, but you don't listen. And she has a good sense of humor too, because she just told me you didn't listen when she was alive either. Make sense? Okay. She goes, will you please listen to me now? Okay? Listen to me now. And she said, stop crying. She did. That's not me. You can cry all you want with me. Okay? She said, stop the crying. I'm here for you. You know I'm here for you. I'll always be here for you. Okay? Did you inherit the gift?
I don't know.
Were you the one that I was told to see the first part about?
Stop it.
No, not the stop it. That was the rosaries. Okay.
I'm gonna
have to go to confession about it. All right.
You mean the talent part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why aren't you doing it? Don't you want to make your mother happy? Was she that good putting pressure on you when she was here? Or is she just using this as a stepping stone to get to you?
She is a hard person to love. But I knew she loved me.
Yeah. But she just said, yeah. She just agreed to it with you. But, did she do it professionally? I don't know. I think she just did it for her own,
I don't
use.
think she really told anyone.
The thing is, back in the day, a lot of people didn't. Like my great aunt and all that, they didn't do it professionally. Because if you had a shingle out, you were looked down upon. So what happened, people would just come to the house as friends. That's, you know, back in the 40s, the 50s, and things like that. That's the way you did it.
I was wondering when you said it's hereditary, which side of the family it might have come
Mhm.
from, because I get that same whoosh feeling
The
that
chills.
you're talking about
Yeah.
all the time when it's the right thing.
I should be getting it. You can always tell me, Judy, get the mic.
Oh, I get that exact same whoosh feeling when I'm in alignment with something that's truth. And I've just been reading a lot of Melody Cochran records.
Listen to your mother. So listen to her. Okay?
Yeah.
Her response basically to you saying she wasn't the best mother or easy to have a relationship with. She agrees with you, but she's not giving herself any excuses either. Okay?
Thanks, Mom.
So she hasn't changed. Mostly they never change, by the way. I like it when somebody sits down for a reading and they'll get, and sometimes like I do half-hour reading sessions and hour reading sessions. And then I'll get somebody who has an hour reading session and they want to get a hold of, say, Uncle Bob. I'm talking to Uncle Bob, but Uncle Bob's not saying anything. And I'll go, was he quiet in life? Oh, yeah. Well, guess what? They're still the same. I would say 85 to 90% of the deceased people I connect with are the same over there as they were here. That aha moment misses a lot of them. A lot of them don't need it though, too. But truthfully, they are the same. They're just dead. All right? But yeah, she's admitting, she'll stand up and tell you, yeah, I wasn't. But I'll give you another little, this will be lecture part. A lot of times when people are born with a gift, they are, well, and I know I'm very guilty of this, and I don't mean to be guilty of this. I don't want to say unsocial, but we keep a, I don't even call it defense mechanism up. We keep space. And, well, we have enough people to talk to anyway. But we do sometimes. So what happens here is that space there, she might have just done that because she knew too much. Like, here's a good one, my husband. A couple weeks ago, my husband's talking to me and he goes, yeah, well, I forget what the subject matter was, but yeah, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, did you talk to him? He goes, yeah, I talked to him on the phone and he said, and I said, I know what he said. And he goes, no, you don't. I said, yes, I do. And he goes, well, let me tell you, how can you know? How can you know what he said to me on the phone if I don't tell you? The best part is he works my front table at the expos and tells people what I do. Yeah. I know the phone conversation because while he's telling me about it, I'll have 2 or 3 or 4 conversations going over here. I'm hearing a phone call. I know all about it. But then he's like, how do you know? Duh, what do I do for a living? I love him to pieces. He's a great man. He has the patience of a saint. He does. But,
And that's a lot of what I'm working through right now. Male, female, the thing that happens between men and women, the communication, it gets so difficult in certain places.
And she lived a life in this, with a lot of oppression, I guess, as a female. And, it's interesting because I just started seeing something about the Akashic record about changing soul contracts and not buying into the power and control contracts, and that's not really how men and women are meant to communicate. That's not the truth. And she lived under that, and maybe she just keep trying to keep me out of it.
Well, take the ball and run with it, right? Very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, we got pictures? Okay. Okay, good. I can't stand walking around with these all the time, so that's why I have to do this. Okay, we're ready, we go. And so good to see you again. Oh my gosh, this has to be your sister. What was her first name?
Joan.
I remember you telling me she passed. Yeah. Do you want this on the video?
Yeah.
Okay. Your husband's name?
Bill.
She's mad that Bill's there.
She's mad at Bill.
She's being smart with you. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. And she said that he should have stayed here longer. Okay? It's a joke, if you understand. Okay? That's what she said. She goes, oh, you had to come here. Now she wants me to read you, so hold on. Loretta, she says to open up your heart. I know you have an open heart. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about for new love. Okay? She said you weren't supposed to be alone. And it's coming. I don't know if you're ready. But she loves you dearly, and she watches over you. And she's still joking about Bill being here. But no, it's all about you. She wants this about you. Okay, let me see, take that one. Whoops. You know, he's a good-hearted man because you know what? You know, you got a pretty good family. Your sister, she said what she said, and she connected with you, but she wanted me to read you. And he is also very good, and he's like, oh, no. I'm sorry, what was your sister's name? Joan. I told you I'm better names. She said, no, you and Joan talk. Very giving guy when it comes to this. All right, hold on. He says, thank you. And if you don't mind, I'll just do it for him. Okay? You do this. Can you hold this for a minute, please?
Sure.
This is for him. Thank you. That's what it says. All right. Now he's not sure he's done. Who was the small animals? They're small animals. But what he showed me, see, I see cats or small dogs, I can't tell the difference, but they're small. It's Bill, right? Did you think about getting one? Because he wants you to have one.
I've been thinking about it lately.
Then take the ball and run with it. But it has to be small, he said.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking, it has to be small.
Okay, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll come back, because I'm going to go around.
He was very anti-getting an animal.
Well, he doesn't have to be here to take care
Yeah,
of it.
that's true. Or have to tie him down.
Right. You don't say, go feed the cat, change the litter box. No, get an animal. Get one. All right. Unfortunately, he actually showed me like 2, but I would start with the starter set. That's the way he is. It'd be a starter.
But you don't know if it's a dog or a cat.
Here's my problem. When they show me, I can ask them a look. Sometimes when they're real, like I can't sometimes tell between toy dogs and cats, divisions, but it looks like it's got perky ears, like standing ears, so that's more like a cat. But there's a few dog breeds that have a perky ear. What did you have in mind?
I was thinking dog, but I never had a dog, and I don't know about going out in the cold and getting up in the morning. And a cat will take care of itself.
Then get the cat. Yeah. Now there has been times I have seen exact, like almost breeds of the dogs and stuff like that, but that's mostly on when I have time and I'm doing a private reading and I'm zoomed in and I'm doing one-on-one instead of an open situation like that. Because I had this one client one time I kept telling her, her dog, as soon as she sat down with me, I had to keep brushing my leg because this dog kept jumping up on my leg. And there's no dog there, and I keep jumping up, later, I'll get to you later, get to you later. Dog didn't want to wait. So I finally said to the girl, I said, I have a small dog here that needs to say hi. And then he tells me he's cold. And I'm like, great, you want me to tell this woman, well, it was a young girl, that her dead dog is cold. That's going to go over big, right? So, right? So anyway, she goes, oh, it must be there. And I said, so I tiptoe around. I said, is it in an urn or is it buried someplace? It's in an urn in my bedroom. Put a sweater over it? I don't know. So I was like, okay, oh, maybe that's it. And I said, did you have another one? Well, yeah, that one's in a box. And so finally I said, I have to tell you, the dog here looks like a Yorkie, and he says he's cold, or she says he's cold. I can't remember if it's male or female. And she goes, oh my gosh, that dog passed away years ago. It was the only one we buried in the yard. So his way of letting me know what dog it was, he was the cold one. He wasn't really cold, but that was his way of communicating. Okay, let's see. Oh, we still got time. I'll tell you another funny story real quick. Has anybody here been to the Mom Expo out in Allentown? Yeah, you work. Oh yeah, Mom. All right, and yeah, they should call. Oh, I should say. Okay, anyway, I love Mom and Isabella. Okay, anyway, I'm at the expo, and this lady who's about my age, she just retired. She sits down with me, and I start doing a reading, and she goes, I said, what can I do for you? I let messages come through, and then I say, well, it's your reading, what do you want? She goes, well, now that I'm retired, I want to know what I should do with my life now, and I'm hoping you're going to tell me what I have in mind. Okay. And I get puppets. I'm like, what? Puppets. Then they start showing me marionettes. And I'm talking to the other side, smiling at her, and there's no way I'm saying puppets to this lady. There's no way you're going to make me say puppets to this lady. I'll be with you in a minute. And what? And I'm like dying, and they keep saying puppets. I keep seeing these damn puppets. Oh, I curse, by the way. Okay. You should see the uncut version of me and the American Builder. All right, but anyway. It was bad. They had some bad ghosts in that house. Anyway. So I'm like, please say something else. No, puppets. I'm like, oh my God. So finally I said, I just got to bite the bullet and say it to her. So I look right at her and I said, I'm getting puppets. And she goes, oh, thank God. I was hoping you were going to say that. I think I was the one more shocked during her reading. I was like, wow. Here she'd been planning to do like marionettes and puppets for like school children or library programs after she retired. But if you're doing a reading and you hear puppets, and this lady's 60-some years old, you're like, you're not Shelley Lewis, what? But yeah, that was a funny one. All right, I have time probably to do 2 more. Okay, I'll come. This is Judy. And your name?
Annalena Graves.
Annalena, I love that name. Very nice. Oh, okay. And his name and his relationship?
My son.
Okay, and his name?
Oliver Hilldale.
Okay. Do you happen to have a picture of Oliver with his eyes open?
Well, that's after he died.
I know, yeah. If not, that's fine. Do you have anything? Oh, it's okay, I'll work with this. Well, I'll just get Oliver. Okay, hold on. It's gonna take me a minute. Oliver shouldn't have gone when he did. And did he know he was passing? Because there's fear in him at the time of passing.
Fear? I don't know, because I wasn't there.
Was it an illness or was it an accident? What happened?
I think it was an illness which he wouldn't admit.
Okay. Well, one, he was very afraid of dying. He wasn't one that, he's fine now, don't get me wrong. He communicated with me with his fear at the end. I know what you're, all right, people do get issues, health issues, and they ignore them. But he's also blaming somebody else. So did he, you know if he did go to the doctors and get misdiagnosed or something? Because he's saying he didn't have to go when he went.
I don't know. He had a terrible cough for 2 years, kept saying it was allergies. And I don't think that's what it was.
I don't need the picture, I'll just talk to him for a few minutes, okay? He's sticking to what he said. I don't think a doctor told him the allergies.
I don't either. Did the doctor tell him something bad?
You got a hard-headed son here, you know that, right? He didn't change. If he did, all right. He's talking, I'm trying to get in between the lines here, because what he's basically saying to me is, he shouldn't have gone when he went, that's what he's saying, he shouldn't have gone when he went, he still could have had more time. He's also saying that it's almost somebody's fault, but he's not making it his fault.
Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
He's saying, he's not saying it was his fault, it's somebody else's fault.
Must be the doctor.
But I don't know if I believe that. See, sometimes I have to look at them like it's a living person, or they're telling me the whole story. And this one, I'm not sure we're getting the whole story. He might have not liked what the doctor had to say, and he was in denial. Because if he doesn't mentally accept it, it does not exist with him.
Was something serious that the doctor said about his health?
I've asked that. I don't think the doctor missed it. I think it's selective hearing, maybe, and that he didn't follow up on when he kind of treated it. So I'm going to say he's just as responsible. Okay? I wouldn't, if I thought it was something the doctor did wrong, I have no qualms. I say he had selective hearing. Okay? And he just thought if he kept pushing forward, he'd be okay, or whatever. Okay? So I'm so sorry for your loss, but, yeah, and he shouldn't have gone when he did. He really shouldn't have.
I've always felt that, I felt if he had gotten medical care, he'd still be alive.
Absolutely, and he would have been here for decades.
Really.
Yes. It was his choice. Don't forget, we are given choice.
And it was his choice.
It was his choice. So you can't say, I could have said this to him, I could have drawn him to the doctors. No, it was his choice. He would have done it no matter what. Regardless. Okay? I'm so sorry, but, you know, we're given destiny, but we're also given choice. Whether we use the choice to enhance or to make things worse is our choice. Yes?
Is he worried about me? He was always worried about me, my dying, and not, being with me. He said if he lost me, he would lose everything. That was a big fear.
what your future is, and he's not worried, you're going to be well taken care of. Okay?
Will I be with him again? Will I be with him again?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And he's here now. He's with us everywhere. Deceased people can be in places in percentages. They can be. When I go to my parents' grave, because I should go to their grave to show respect, and that's what my mother wanted and told me I had to do. Okay, so I get in the car with the flowers, I drive to the cemetery, I put the flowers down, I say hi to them, and the next thing I say is, okay, the party's at my house, get back in the car. So we all get back in the car and we drive back to my house. Now, I have a brother. He lives out of state. They're watching it. They're watching me. They can be places in percentages. So and there's no iron curtain. When people are deceased and they go to the other side, there's no iron curtain. God loves us enough. He loves them enough that he's not going to cut us off. That's why he gets to see his daughter do the fast things. Boom, boom, boom. And she's going to continue to do that. Okay? Because they don't want to leave us either.
Will they stay permanently?
You might find times when you feel like they're not around, but it might be that they have a friend or another relative or somebody, you didn't even know they had. They might be with them at time of crisis. Okay? But they'll be back. They're never far away. If anything bad happens, they're in a blink of an eye. Okay? All right. Anybody on this side need me? Anybody have pictures or anything I can do for you? Who has a picture? Oh wait, I gotta do this side first. I gotta go back and forth a little bit. Okay. What do you have? Oh, she doesn't have a picture of you did. Okay. Have them ready. Okay. And who was this person to you?
My ex-husband.
Oh, you want to talk to your ex? Okay. I have an ex. He threw my husband down the steps twice backwards. But he takes it well. Okay. What's his name?
Alan.
And how long's Alan been gone?
Like, United States.
Well, okay.
I was already planning to take it long.
He's taken some responsibility for his own death.
I think it's a simple situation that he wasn't taking care of himself.
Yeah. But he liked to blame you for everything, too. I don't think it's your fault at all. But you know what? He'll get over that. I would believe some of the things he did to himself was to spite you to almost make you feel bad later. Make sense?
Yeah.
The best thing you can do for him is be like a mommy now. He goes in time now. The other side can't teach him, you can. That's what I literally would do with him. You can be nice to him later. Okay? It might sound cruel, but it would be a learning experience for him. If you couldn't learn it here, he has to learn it there. And let's make him learn it as quick as he can.
Yeah.
All right? I don't really believe in karma, but I do believe in past lives, and you come back, and you'll wind up with the same people repeating the same stuff again. So clear your swim on that one.
Yeah.
Or he's got to come back a better person, one or the other. Put your foot down. Okay? Now, I'm going to get to other readings when I come back. We're going to have was I supposed to stop at 8:45? Oh, I'm bad. So you have to give me the high sign. Judy, knock it off. Okay, I'm going to stop now. I am going to hand the microphone over here. Do you know how to shut it off?
I think, yeah, we just turn it down.
Okay. And I have one little thing I'm going to do. Can I just put this on the floor here? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're going to stop for a 15-minute break. And I'm going to miss my first get ready.